adore. Day to you. You'll never let them go. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Oh yeah, how can I tell you it's true? Love is a beautiful word indeed. When you have a family, you love the ride. David basically had two backpacker girls. One was named Jackie, the other one was named Jake, and they did everything together. It was a lovely Saturday when David had his two backpacks over a home, and they hanged out in David's basement. Jackie said to David, "What is this box for?" David said, "That box has been there for hours since we moved in." James said, "How will we move it?" Jackie said, "That's a good idea." David said, "Okay, well, let's move it." Basically what happened was that when they moved the box, they noticed there was a door. So they decided they would go in to explore it. Maybe there's no room is what they thought. They were basically outside a home, and they looked up in the sky and they noticed something was very, very different. Basically when they looked up in the sky, they noticed there were two signs and they realized something. They were not on Earth. They did not know where they were. So they decided they would just go back home. Okay, they were thinking about going home, and then David said, "How about we look around a bit?" Jackie said, "That's a good idea," and Jane said, "That's a good idea too." Jackie said to David, "What is that?" David said, "I don't know, I'll touch it." Jane said, "How about we just get out of here?" David said, "Yeah, this place is weird, let's just go back home." Basically, when they turned around and they were about to leave, Jane grabbed the thing and put it in her pocket. They were basically back in David's basement, and they're deciding what to do for the rest of the time they were at David's house. And they said, or David said, "How about we go to my room and we can play board game?" And Jane and Jackie said, "That sounds like fun." Basically, it was time for David's friend to go home, and he said goodbye to his friend. Afterwards, they had dinner, and dinner was absolutely delicious. Basically, nighttime came, and it was time for Sarah to go to bed. So she went to bed, and then later David went to bed, and he said goodnight to his parents and went to bed. It was Sunday morning, and when David woke up, he got dressed and then went downstairs, and he was surprised to find that his parents were not there. He could not figure out where they were. David asked Sarah, "Do you know where our parents are?" Sarah said, "I have no idea." David said, "I guess we better call the cops." When David was about to get the phone to call the cops, this thing appeared and said, "Don't call the cops. I know where your parents are." David said, "You do?" The thing said, "Your parents were kidnapped. You know that world you went in with your friends There's a wicked had your parents kidnapped because they stole something from that world." David said, "What are we supposed to do?" The thing said, "Get your friend over here." David said, "Okay." David basically had his friend over, and they asked him, "What is the problem?" David said, "My parents been kidnapped." And And then the thing said, let me explain this to you guys. They used to something from that world, right? It belonged to the Witch. The Witch accidentally dropped it on the ground and he picked it up. Now the Witch is angry and he stole or he kidnapped David and Sarah's parents, and now the Witch is angry. You have to go in and rescue your parents. And they said, that's what we'll do, is what David said. The thing said to Sarah and David, this path leads only to a harbor and the vault. I'll give you money to go on the boat, but it takes you to Skull Island, and that's where your parents have been kidnapped. They said, okay, we'll be brave. Sarah said, I'll be brave. And Jane and Jackie said, we'll be brave too. They were basically on the boat, and they were going to be brave because they were going to Skull Island. It was late at night when David and Sarah got up. They were worried about losing their parents, so they went outside the home to get a breath of fresh air. Sarah said, do you think we'll ever see our parents? David said, I think we'll see our parents. Sarah said, do you mind if we sing a song? Mind if I sing a song? David said, okay, you can sing a song. Do you think we'll ever see them? Do you think we'll ever see them again? I miss Mom and Dad very much. Do you think we'll ever love them again? I really don't know at all. I sing this song right down to the bottom of my heart, and I don't know what the future is like before. I hope we see Mom and Dad again. Oh yeah. They said, I guess we better be going to bed because tomorrow we're going to Skull Island. So I said, yeah, I'm going to be brave. They said, I'm going to be brave too. It was basically the next day, and they were about to go to Skull Island, and they were going to be brave. Do 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 do. Dean said to the Witch, I want my parents back. The Witch said, I'll give you your parents back if you give me what you stole from me. Dean said to Jane, let's have it. Jane said, okay. But then Jackie said, Jane, wait, it's a trick. Dean said, yeah, it's a trick, we know. I bet you, if we give you it, you won't give it our parents. Or you won't give me my parents. The Witch said, trust me. Dean said, no, I'm not going to trust you because I know it's a trick. The Witch said, okay, well then you're going to have to kill me to get my parents. Dean said, pay to die. Do. Jackie said to David, look, there's your parents. David said, yeah, that's my parents, Sarah Collins. Let's go and see our parents. Sarah said, you guys must have been very brave to come rescue us. Thank you. David said, oh, nothing. Sarah said, oh, nothing. Their mom and David's mom said, you really were brave, weren't you? David said, you always said that. Their mom said, yeah, I know. It was nighttime when they were in their own world, and David had to say goodnight to his friends, so he said goodnight to Jane and Jackie, and Jane and Jackie said goodnight to him. It was the next day, and David and Sarah's parents thought it was a dream, but David and Sarah knew it was real. And that's basically where our story ends, for now. It's a beautiful word indeed when you have a family. You look the right down to your heart. Friends come and go, friends you adore, stay true to you. You'll never let them go, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Oh yeah, how can I tell you it's